Before anything else, take a moment right now and subscribe to this channel. This is where forgotten objects, real history, and hidden value come together. If you've lived long enough to remember when money had weight and meaning, you belong here. Now imagine holding a coin that once passed through thousands of hands without anyone giving it a second glance. A small 10-cent coin from South Africa, dated 1963. No shine. No luxury. Just honest metal, doing its job in a world that moves slower and valued craftsmanship. This coin was never meant to be admired. It was meant to be spent. And that is exactly why it became extraordinary that in 1963, South Africa was standing at a crossroads. Economically, politically, and socially, the nation was under pressure from every direction. Coins minted during times like these carry more than face value. They carry tension, transition, and permanence. Every strike of the press locked a moment in time into metal. The 10-cent coin from that year is one of those silent witnesses. Men who grew up during that era understand something younger generations often don't. You didn't trust flimsy things. You trusted what lasted. Tools were built to be repaired. Cars were built to be driven for decades. Coins were built to survive pockets, sweat, dust, and years of use. This coin was part of daily life, not a collector's item, and that worked against it. Most of these coins were worn down. Edges softened. Details faded. They were lost, discarded, or melted as currency systems changed. Almost none were preserved intentionally. And in the world of serious collecting, survival without intention creates true rarity. What separates the ordinary from the exceptional lies in details invisible to the untrained eye. Subtle differences in strike pressure. Microscopic alignment shifts. Metal consistency that differs from standard runs. At the time, these things meant nothing. Today, they mean everything. A very small number of 1963 10-cent coins display characteristics that were never repeated. Collectors who know what to look for don't rely on luck. They rely on patience and experience. The same kind of experience that tells you when an engine is running just right, or when a handshake means something. These men recognized the importance of this coin long before the public ever noticed. There is something deeply personal about this piece of history. It comes from a time when men carried responsibility without complaint. When value was earned slowly. Owning a coin like this is not about showing it off. It's about knowing what you have. It's about understanding that real worth often hides behind simplicity. For decades, these coins changed hands quietly. Estate sales. Private trades. Family collections passed down without paperwork or stories. Somewhere in those transitions, a handful remained untouched, preserved by chance. When experts finally began to connect the dots, the realization was shocking. This was not just another old coin. This was a survivor, and once that realization took hold, the market changed. Serious buyers didn't advertise. They didn't compete publicly. They negotiated in silence. Because when something is truly rare, noise only attracts the wrong attention. The men interested in this coin were not gamblers. They were historians, investors, and custodians of legacy. They understood that this coin represented more than money. It represented endurance. A reminder of a time when even the smallest objects were built to last. What makes this story so powerful is that the coin still looks ordinary to most people. It doesn't glitter. It doesn't announce itself. It waits. And that is exactly why it continues to surprise the world. Somewhere, right now, there may be one sitting in a drawer. In a tin. In a box of things someone meant to sort through but never did. That possibility is what makes this story matter. Because history does not always sit in museums. Sometimes it sits quietly in your home, and now, the number that changes everything. A confirmed, perfectly preserved South African 10-cent coin from 1963, with the rare features collectors seek, has reached a documented private valuation of $11 million.
Before we dive in, if you enjoy rare coin stories, curious reveals, and hidden treasures, subscribe now, hit the bell so you never miss another find. Today, I've got something small in size but huge in intrigue, a 1990 South African 10-cent coin. At first glance, it's just a faded little disc. But stick around, by the end, I'll tell you why this humble coin could be worth $2.5 million, yes, you heard me right, and how it might just be hiding in some straw, waiting. Let's start with what we see. This coin is made of bronze-plated steel, weighs about 2 grams, has a diameter of 16 millimeters, and features the familiar arum lily on its reverse. N.Veronum.com +2 coins book +2 on the obverse, you'll find the national motto, Ex Unitate Veres, and the dual language inscription, SUID Africa, South Africa. N.Veronum.com +3 online coin club +3 coins book +3 in 1990. The mintage for this coin was around 40 million pieces, so it wasn't rare by production. Coins book +3 and .Veronum.com +3 online coin club +3. So why would any coin among tens of millions attract attention? Here's where condition, history, and the collector world come in. Coins with exceptional preservation, uncirculated or proof strikes with impeccable surfaces, can jump from their baseline values by tenfold, even more. Imagine a coin that never passed through a pocket, never saw wear, and displays every detail crisp and bright. That's the kind that commands attention from serious numismatists. Now, in standard circulated condition, examples of this 1990 10C tend to fetch between 20 cents to $1.15 depending on grade. Coins book +3 and .Veronum.com +3 worldcoinscatalog.com +3 in very fine or extremely fine grades, you might see $1 or so. worldcoinscatalog.com +4 worldcoinscatalog.com +4 and .Veronum.com +4, but that's far from millions. So what could make one reach $2.5 million? That kind of value is reserved only for ultra-rare varieties or errors, misstruck coins, double dies, off-metal anomalies, or coins with historical significance, e.g. the only example of a pattern strike. Maybe this coin has a minting error nobody else has, perhaps the plating failed, or the strike was misaligned causing a double image, or a composition error turned up. That's the kind of twist that turns an ordinary 10C into treasure. You may ask, do such errors exist for the 1990 South Africa 10C? Official records don't record a major, widely recognized rare mint error for that specific year. Coins book +3 online coin club +3 worldcoinscatalog.com +3. But the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, private finds, undocumented variants, and one-off mistakes sometimes surface. Always check your coin under magnification, compare it to a known genuine example, and consult a recognized coin grader or expert. If it has a unique anomaly, that's what might push it into legend territory. Let's do a bit of storytelling. Imagine a farmer in 1990 receives a pocket full of change after a market visit. One coin slips into a drawer and is forgotten. Decades pass. Meanwhile, coin collectors worldwide chase rarities, scanning auction catalogs, old collections, and hidden vaults. And one day, someone pulls from that drawer, this exact 10C, and notices something weird. The plating is off, the inscription is doubled, or the metal inside is wrong. They show it to a numismatic authority. Their jaws drop. They send it to grading. It's confirmed, a unique error coin, unmatched in any catalog. Suddenly, what was worth $1 becomes priceless. Dealers begin negotiating. Institutions chase ownership. And someone offers $2.5 million for that anomaly. That's the drama you're teasing when you say $2.5 million. It doesn't mean every 1990 10C is worth that, but that under the right conditions, one rare find could reach heights no one expected. If you own a 1990 South African 10-cent coin, here's what to do next. Clean it gently, if at all, don't scrub and destroy patina. Use a magnifier or loop, 10 times or more, and inspect closely for doubling, off-center strike, missing plating, mismatched metal beneath plating, or other anomalies. Compare with reference photos of known genuine coins from reliable catalogs. If you find something odd, get it authenticated by a reputable grading house, e.g. PCGS, NGC, or a trusted local numismatic authority. Document the find, take high-resolution photos, record weight, dimensions, and any irregularities. Reach out to coin communities, auction houses, or specialty coin forums. Experts may help you determine rarity and market interest. Now, to wrap up, the moment you've been waiting for. Under ordinary conditions, this coin is modest in value, perhaps around 20 cents to $1 or so depending on grade. But, if your coin bears a never-before-seen mint error, you could be holding something extraordinary, something someone might value at $2.5 million. That's the dramatic reveal we promised. So, don't toss that coin aside. Inspect it, compare it, and if there's a whisper of something unusual, you might just uncover a hidden treasure beyond imagination. And of course, if you do uncover something remarkable, remember who told you about that 1990 South African 10C, your friendly numismatic guide. Don't forget to subscribe, share this with friends who love coins, and who knows, your next discovery might rewrite a collector's dream. You might think a 10-cent coin is nothing special. But when you hold the 2003 South Africa 10-cent coin in your hand, you're holding a miniature vessel of national identity, artistry, and time itself. This coin is not just currency, it is a story. Let me walk you through what makes it remarkable, how to spot a high-grade example, and why collectors find it irresistible. In 2003, South Africa was still settling into its new symbols of unity after the turn of the millennium. The 10-cent piece was struck in bronze-plated steel, weighing precisely 2 grams, with a diameter of 16 mm and a reeded edge. Onlinecoin.club +3 Veronim +3 Numiscorner.com +3 On its obverse you will see the updated coat of arms of South Africa, which had been adopted in 2000. This symbol was meant to reflect a hopeful future and the coming together of diverse people. Onlinecoin.club +1 Encircling it is the year 2003, and the country name in English, South Africa. Onlinecoin.club Below the coat of arms the initials ALS appear, signifying Arthur Sutherland, the engraver. Onlinecoin.club +1 Turn the coin over, and its reverse captures the elegant arum lily, Centedeschia ethiopica, a flower native to South Africa and widely admired for its beauty. Onlinecoin.club +2 Veronim +2 The right side bears the denomination 10C, and at the base you'll find the initials RCM, standing for Robert Campbell McFarlane, the designer of the floral motif. Onlinecoin.club +2 Numiscorner.com +2 What's more, the rim of the coin is 9-sided in slight outline, giving it a unique visual frame. Onlinecoin.club Though this coin was issued for routine circulation, it was produced in relatively modest numbers compared to more common dates. Some sources list the proof mintage at 2,909 pieces. Onlinecoin.club +1 Many circulation pieces have seen heavy wear over time, so finding one in crisp, near uncirculated or uncirculated condition is quite rare. When you do come across one with little wear, the surfaces richly lustrous, edges sharp, and design details intact, you've found something exceptional. Collectors classify coin grades to assess condition. A coin graded XF, extremely fine, might show light friction on high points but retain overall clarity in design. BU, brilliant uncirculated, specimens preserve full original mint luster with no signs of wear. On contemporary marketplaces, in average circulated condition, a 2003 10-cent coin might trade for just a few dollars or euros. For example, a piece at AU, about uncirculated, 5558 is priced around €11.95. Numberizecorner.com But when you locate one in pristine state, its value jumps dramatically, because the supply of high-grade examples is extremely limited. What raises this coin's appeal is not just condition but story. It represents a period of transformation in South Africa, political shifts, changing national symbology, and a country envisioning unity through diversity. The inscription on the coat of arms, KEZRK, written in the Zem language, means, diverse people unite. Onlinecoin.club +2 Wikipedia +2 That phrase alone tells a deeper narrative than mere monetary value. Holding that coin, you feel the intention behind a nation redefining itself. Now, how do you know if you've got a star among 10-cent coins? First, examine the surfaces. The highest value is in coins with virtually no scratches, frosting or contact marks. Look under strong light, the high points of the lily petals, the scrolls of the coat of arms. If they are sharp and raised, that's a great sign. Next, check the rim and edge. The 9-sided outline should show little rounding. Also verify the reeded edge. Is it sharp and well formed, not worn down? Seek the initials VLS and RCM. If they are crisp and clear, your coin is well preserved. A loupe, 10 times magnifier, helps. Also compare to reference images, noting the tone of the bronze plating, original surface coloring, unaltered, is precious. Authenticity is vital. Some coins may suffer from cleaning, polishing, or artificial toning, which can harm value. Always ask for provenance, certification or grading if possible. Genuine high-grade examples are exceedingly rare, so a coin graded by a reputable company, NGC, PCGS, etc., gives confidence to both seller and buyer. In the collector community, the 2003 10-cent is viewed as very scarce for high grades. Veronim +3 Veronim +3 Numis +3 And although many circulated pieces exist, uncirculated or brilliant examples are often the holy grails for South Africa series collectors. Many collectors collect full series of South African coins from various years, and the 2003 10-cent often stands out in those sets.